Sonia, you are the lowest, dirtiest, most despicable woman I've ever known.
Pardon me? Do you know what you're talking about? Because I sure don't.
I can't believe you. I'm so disappointed in what you've done to me. To us.
Can you please get to the point? I'm busy and I have no clue as to what you're talking about.
I'm sure you are, you Jezebel. When you have me patiently waiting for you, you had the gall to go and cheat on me with some fresh young piece of meat.
Are you sure you're talking to the right person? Do you need to see a shrink?
What? Are you scared that the man you love has found out about your sordid affair and now you're trying to play dumb? That won't work on me. I am way too smart for that to work on me. I see right through your twisted lies.
Hold on. Can you tell me who you are first? Then we can figure out what this insanity is.
What are you talking about? You think you can slip away from your misdeeds by pretending to be an amnesiac? I already know you have a man on the side, so you can quit playing dumb.
Before we continue this conversation, can you elaborate on the relationship between us?
You gotta be kidding me.
This is Brett, isn't it? The one and only psycho ex-husband, Brett? I should have known.
That's right, it's me. See, you remember me, you horrible woman.
You do remember why we got divorced, don't you? You cheated on me. I found out, then I divorced your unfaithful face without regret.
And I, like the honorable person I am, manned up and paid you alimony.
Exactly. So to paraphrase, you are the reason for our divorce. And we have been nothing but strangers for the past year since you shacked up with that chick. So there is no reason for you to be blaming me for unfaithfulness.
I have every right to accuse you of unfaithfulness. We were eventually going to get back together because I am obviously waiting here for you.
Are you for real?
But then I catch you enjoying a meal with some cad off the streets. What is the meaning of that? How can you not call that cheating?
Wait! What in the name of all things good and holy are you talking about? Me getting back together with you?
Well, yeah, that's what we promised each other. Don't tell me you forgot about a promise to one another.
Promise? I have made no such promise. Never entertained the idea of such a nonsense promise. And will never take part in such a foolish promise, ever.
Don't give me that. We made this promise right after our divorce. You got alimony for me, didn't you? Once you accepted the money, it means you also accepted my apology, forgave me, and want us to get remarried.
Whoa! Speed Racer couldn't have made that jump even with Chim Chim and plot armor to support him. I have no idea how you came up with such a fantastical story.
After our divorce, I realized how important you are to me, and I fully, truly regret hurting you with my little indiscretion. That's why I paid exactly what you asked for without question. For the past year, I've been working so very hard to break up with the woman that came between us.
This is ridiculous.
And finally, after much toil, I was able to cleanly break things off with her and intended to return to you with a clean slate and start over. Only to find you with another man. After browbeating me so much for cheating on you, you go on and cheat on me? That is so hypocritical of you. You have no idea how long I'd been waiting for the day that we would return to where we should be. But you break my heart and dreams by hooking up with that man? I will make you regret crossing me, Sonia.
What a waste of time. I regret this entire conversation. Okay, my turn. 1. I am single. 2. I have not cheated on anyone. 3. I have no intention of ever getting back together with you.
Then who was that guy you were eating dinner with? I even know you took him back to your place in a taxi. I know everything.
Dinner, taxi. That was my little brother. You never met him because he's been overseas on business for the last 5 years. We got married and divorced in that time, but I remember showing you his picture and we even had a couple video calls with him.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something to that effect. You had a brother who was a rising star for that media company based in the UK. So that was your brother and not some dude you were cheating with on me?
Yes and no. Yes, that was my brother, but no, I can't cheat on someone I am no longer with. After going through that hell with you, I've had no desire to get another man.
Then what about us?
And again, us getting back together is absurd. That'll never happen. you have a better chance of witnessing the heat death of the universe. Accepting alimony means I have to get back together with you? You realize how important I am to you after the divorce? Quit with the stupidity before I get angry and never talk to you again.
Sonia, please wait. I really need you.
What you need is a reality check. Later. Oh, and if you contact me again, make sure you have your lawyer on standby. This is so unfair and mean. Please don't take Brett away from me. He means everything to me. Wait, who is this? After all the trouble I went through to steal him from you? After I finally made him mine? You steal him back from me? Brett is mine. Give him back. Slow down. What is the meaning of all this? Why are you getting back together with him? Okay, you must be Rosie. The woman that Brett cheated on me with, right? Yes, that is correct. I'm the Rosie that stole Brett away from you. Wow, I admire your audacity. In deference to your spunk, let's hear what you have to say. Give Brett back to me. Believe me when I say this, I have no plan to get back together with Brett. Read my lips. Me and him. Never again. Think about it. Who in their right mind would ever get back together with the person who cheated on them? Really? You don't want to get back together with him? Thank the gods. Obviously. So please do not bother me with these frivolous conversations anymore. I don't want anything to do with you guys anymore, so please leave me alone. Brett said that you two were getting back together, so he wanted to break up with me. And I'm carrying his baby. Whoa, wait a minute there, little lady. Rosie, are you pregnant? Yes, I'm due in 2 months. And Brett is the father. You're in your final trimester and the man is leaving you. Yes! He was so happy when he found out I was pregnant. So I took him to meet my parents before we got married. But then he told me that we needed to break up because you wanted to start over with him. The truth is my parents are some traditionalist farmers and don't look too kindly on shotgun weddings or children out of wedlock. Well, that is the case for most parents. So if we are to stay together, he'd have to marry into my family. That was the ultimatum my father laid out. Then Brett said that he was never told my hometown was so far out in the country and he didn't want to get dirty working in the fields. So he would leave me and remarry you. He was always a selfish one. So to escape working on your parents' farm, he said he was getting back together with me. I told him all about my parents' farm when we were dating, but he said that I never did. He said he could never live in the country because he was born and raised in the city. Look, he's all I have. I know homewrecking was a stupid thing to do and live with that shame every day. But after finding out I was pregnant, I made up my mind to be a mother that'll raise her child without shame and a strong moral compass. I would work together with Brett to make this a reality for our family. Then he goes and does this? I can't even get a hold of him anymore. I guess this is my comeuppance for stealing a person's husband. I'm speechless, but I do hope you can work things out with Brett.
Sonia, I'm sorry for getting so angry at you yesterday. I'm also sorry for accusing you of cheating on me.
You do remember that I told you never to talk to me again, right?
That's that, and this is this. Look, I'm not even angry anymore. Tell you what, why don't the two of us go out to get a bite and see where that takes us?
You've got to be kidding me.
Before we get back together, we need to make up, right? So let's go for a nice relaxing dinner.
We don't need to make up, and we aren't getting back together.
Come on, don't be like that. This is perfect for you. You're single and ready to mingle. You know, since you were single for so long, you're probably waiting for me, weren't you? Don't be shy. You can tell me the truth.
You are some piece of work, aren't you?
We've both had time to cool our heads after the divorce and know how good we are for each other. So I'm ready to take you back and begin our new lives together.
You can't take me back because there is no going back with us. You need to go take back the woman you left me for. She needs you more than I ever needed you. Don't you dare think you can use me as an excuse to leave your responsibilities behind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard from the woman that you chose over our marriage. You abandoned a pregnant woman 2 months before her due date.
Oh, that.
Yes, that. You ran off after hearing that you had to marry into her family and your soft little city boy hands couldn't handle the honest work of a farmhand? You think you'll get any sympathy from anyone, let alone me, with that pathetic excuse?
But it's hard.
I am not a fallout shelter you can run to when the nukes of your own stupidity blow up in your dumb face. You didn't really think Rosie would give up if you ran to your ex-wife, did you?
Give me a chance. Help me out, please.
Your selfishness ended your marriage with me. And you're really selfish enough to think I would take you back? You have learned absolutely nil from that experience, haven't you?
You really want me back, don't you, Sonia? Deep down, you were happy when I brought it up. I know you are. No man in their right mind would approach you because you were married once before, right?
Right mind? Who's not in their right mind? You!
Sonia, please. You're the only one I can count on. You were always the solid one to rely on. You never let anyone down when we were together. Even my parents trusted you more than me. They don't even speak to me after the divorce.
Leave your parents out of this.
Now more than ever, I want to be there for you. Don't abandon me. This is the true me, laying out my heart to you.
Put that dirty rag away. It makes me sick.
One time. 10 minutes is all I ask. Please hear me out. If we meet face to face, I know you will see things my way.
I know that your words are as worthless as oaths with you, but if you promise to never talk to me again, I'll meet up with you.
Really? You won't regret it.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m., the Starbucks on 5th in front of the terminal. If you are even a minute late, you will never see me again.
Thank you so much. Tomorrow at 10, got it. I'll even be there an hour early. What the hell, Sonia? You tricked me. Why did you bring Rosie?
But she wanted to meet you. Because she couldn't reach you for some reason. So I thought I'd be a good Samaritan and help her meet you directly. You know, my good deed of the day type thing.
How are you gonna fix this now? Right when I managed to escape Rosie?
Me? I'm not fixing anything anymore. I just fixed something.
Things are a mess now. Her parents and brothers showed up soon after and escorted me to their farm.
Is that so? How kind of them to provide an entourage for you. The whole family wanted to meet you. It feels so good to help people out. Maybe I should volunteer more. These warm and fuzzy endorphins are awesome.
You didn't help anyone.
I helped Rosie.
But why would you help her? She's the one that broke up your marriage.
Yes, she did.
So she's your enemy. Why would you work for your enemy?
Enemy? Why? She paid for your alimony.
How did you know?
How else could I have gotten that money? You didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I know that money came from her and not you.
So what? She stole your husband from you.
And I couldn't thank her enough.
Of course she paid alimony to you.
Brett, you said so yourself. Once alimony trades hands, no more hard feelings, right? So, according to Business for Bretties, once I receive the alimony payment, I must forgive Rosie for everything she did. Since the slate is clean, I decided to help out a woman in need.
That's not the way it works.
Also, Rosie's pregnant. We may have a past, but what kind of heartless monster would abandon a pregnant woman in need? Oh wait, sorry! There is a person who would abandon a pregnant woman in need. You! You selfish, narcissistic, no good, idiotic, deplorable, daft little boy.
Language, Sonia, language. That's a bit too far. If anyone understands me, it would be you. I was born and raised in the city.
So what?
Me? Marrying into a country farm is impossible. You know how much I hate getting dirty. It'll be impossible for me to work in the fields.
I hear no violins, little boy. And you're also mistaken. Farming is a very honorable profession with fairly long history. Salt of the earth people that form the bedrock of all society. Do you know how hard it is to grow delicious crops?
While that may all be true, why do I need to do it?
You won't give up, will you? Look, you're the father of the child in Rosie's womb. That is a job only you can do.
Yes, but all this is unfair to me, don't you think?
Not at all. Best of luck talking things out with Rosie's family. Here's to the hope that you can one day return to your beloved city. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thanks to you, my brothers convinced Brett to go to my parents' house. I wish you the best in talking things out with that idiot. We will. Thank you again so much. I'll never forget what you've done for me. And if you need anything, just let me know. Look, it's nothing. Don't feel indebted to me. I just lured the selfish rat out to face the music. No, you really are my savior. I'll forever be in your debt. Even though I hurt you so much, and you have every right to hate me, you went out of your way to help me. You are the definition of a saint. I'll do everything to make my child proud of who they are and will never stray from the path again. You're a strong woman, Rosie. I'm blessed to have met you. Even if talks go sour and I end up a single mother, it is what I deserve. I will reap what I have sown in choosing a married man that was willing to cheat to have some fun. I will definitely give my child a good life. You've changed a lot, Rosie, for the better. Not at all like the girl that stole my husband. After ending up in this situation, I realized how low I bent in breaking up a family for my own selfishness. What I did will never disappear, so I will make sure my child never experiences the shame I put myself through. As the ex-wife and as one woman to another, I wish you the best of luck.
Sonia, I beg of you, please help me. I'm being held prisoner in that woman's house.
And what does that have to do with me?
Her older brother is right outside my door, so I don't escape.
Why would you escape? It's just some talking, right? Might take more than a day, but some issues need to be resolved, right?
Resolved! Nothing is gonna get resolved. There are just threats against me. I've done nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong, huh? What are they saying?
They say I need to take responsibility by marrying Rosie. If I won't marry her, then I need to pay child support.
Those are the obvious choices. No threats at all.
What are you thinking? Those aren't choices. It's entrapment. Do you know how much they're asking for in child support?
$300 to $500 per month is average, I think.
Not even close. Her parents are asking for $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month in child support. That is a lot.
Right? I thought they were some poor country bumpkins, but it turns out they own thousands of acres of prime farmland through the Midwest. They bring in several million each year in profits.
That's a surprise, to say the least.
And it turns out the kid in Rosie is a boy. So since he'll inherit that empire, that much child support is the bare minimum.
Put that way, it makes perfect sense to bill you that much.
There's no way I could pay that. I've got no money at all.
So, suck it up and marry into her family. Lucky you marrying into a multimillionaire's family. Congratulations!
I was thinking the same, but her parents won't allow it. They'll let me put my name on the child's birth certificate, but will not include me in any inheritance. Something about me being untrustworthy or something. Can you believe that?
Painfully, yes.
And I'd have to live in an old barn by myself and work as a farmhand to earn my keep. Back-breaking work from dawn till dusk. There's no way I'd be able to do that.
That would be tough for a city boy, Brett. I can see that.
There are no good points in marrying into that family. Hell and a hard place. Those are my two choices.
But those are your choices. Think hard on what version of hell you want to spend the rest of your life in.
I don't want to do either. Save me, Sonia, please. We can start over.
Are you out of your mind?
Rosie said so. If you take me back, then she'll give up the child support and marrying into her family. Something about being in your debt?
That dear, dear girl.
So please, save me. You're the only person on this globe that could possibly save me. I promise to never cheat on you and make you happy forever. Please, marry me again.
No.
Why not?
There is nothing for me to gain from this transaction. Take a page out of Rosie's book and take responsibility for your actions.
But I can't pay $2,000 a month.
So pay with your body and soul and marry her. Look, I'm done with this.
Please don't abandon me.
I'm blocking you. Take care of yourself and don't cause any more trouble for Rosie or the child she carries. Goodbye. Since he couldn't pay the $2,000 monthly child support payments, my ex married into Rosie's family. He lives in a drafty barn learning sun up to sundown about being a good farmer from her brothers. Rosie's parents don't have the best opinion of him and haven't spoken to him once since the wedding. Rosie gave birth to a healthy baby boy, but has to weather the rumor mill surrounding the child's birth in that tight-knit community. She knows this is something she brought upon herself and holds her head up high as she goes about her day-to-day chores. Though from the shadows, I'm rooting for her and wish her the best.